Big things happening in 2016. I'm sure you guys hear this all the time, but for real, this is pretty big. I'm about to leave on a 9-month non-combat deployment. I can't tell you exactly where I'm going or when I'm going yet. That's confidential information. But when I get there, I'll fill you guys in on everything. The vlogs are going to continue. The eating videos, the nutrition, the recipes, the training, everything's going to stay the same. But when I get there, I need to establish, get everything running properly again, get everything squared away, and then I'll get back in my groove. Since it's not a combat deployment, I get weekends off occasionally. I'll have time after work to film. I'm going to be doing some traveling in the local cities and culture and experiencing new things, and I'm going to take you guys along with me. It should be a pretty good journey, very good adventure, but it's definitely going to make a change to the channel. So I wanted to fill you guys in before it happens so you guys know what's going on. I know you guys have a lot of questions about that unit I tried out for a few months ago. The unit was the long-range surveillance company here at Fort Hood. I made the tryouts, I made the unit. I was waiting on one signature for my chain of command to approve. It was at the brigade level, and they would not sign it, so I'm not going. So then I came down on orders for this deployment, and here I am. So the biggest things that I'm going to focus on this deployment is when I get back, this is my big last hurrah with the Army. I'm going to start my transition out of the Army into the civilian sector. So I'm going to really focus on building my company, getting things ready to open my gym when I get back. That's what I'm going to do today. About to go to the gym, then go into Austin, the Pflugerville area, starting to look at real estate to kind of establish a place or set a base guideline of where I want to be, the location, the economy, what kind of price I want to spend on commercial real estate itself. So that's the big change, guys. I am about to get deployed. Alright guys, so today I split up the workout into two, so it's a back and biceps day. I hit back this morning, and then I'm going to go to Austin here, and then I'll hit biceps tonight, like an arm party. So this will be my last time in Austin for at least the next 9 months. There's a few places I wanted to check out. So right now I'm at Eastside King. It's on the east side of Austin on 6th Street. So I got their fried chicken, which is right here. It comes with rice and then a really good smelling sauce. So I'm gonna try this. This is what was recommended. They specialize in like Asian fusion food, and a lot of their food is really spicy, but personally I just can't handle spicy stuff. So I'm gonna eat this here, and then I'm also gonna check out Voodoo Donuts, which is on the west side of 6th Street. But I went there earlier, it was super packed. So we'll give this a try and then head over that way. It's cooked like perfectly. It's like the best fried chicken I've ever had. And then the sauce has like a really good amount of cilantro in it. So the whole meal, everything like pairs together very well. The line at Voodoo was absolutely ridiculous. I waited for like 15 minutes, didn't really move. It was like out the door. I probably would have waited like an hour and a half if I would have stayed there. So I was riding the bike home or back to the truck, and then I saw this truck right here called Little Lucy's Mini Donuts. So they have all these little mini donuts in different flavors, and then this one is the peanut butter banana. They're fresh. You can feel them. They're really warm and really fresh. So they're like powdered little fried donuts. Dude, they literally melt in your mouth. So for a small, you get 6. It was $5. These are awesome. They're so soft. They're so fresh. Oh my God. Alright, so right now I'm just going to answer some questions you guys sent me on Snapchat this morning. The reason I really like doing it this way is because, for one, it doesn't give me much time to think about it. So my initial response is what you guys get, and typically I'm pretty happy with the way I respond to it. And second off, a lot of times you guys send questions that are pertinent to the previous video that I uploaded, so I'm sure a lot of people are thinking it. So we'll get right into it.
What editing software do you use for videos, and where should you get a YouTube intro template made and why?
Alright, so software that I use for editing is Final Cut Pro X. I've been using it for the past 3 years. Prior to that, I just used whatever came on Mac. iMovie, and it was alright, it was sufficient, but it didn't have a lot of the stuff that I needed. As for the intro, I use Kenny Gonzalez when I used to use my intro. I don't really use it anymore, I just don't feel the need, and I'm trying to take the videos in a different direction. But if you can find someone who does graphic work like that, Kenny Gonzalez is who most popular YouTubers use in the fitness industry, and you can find him online. A quick search, he does really good work.
I'm trying to do a gym, but I want to know what's a good workout for like a beginner like me.
So if you're a beginner and you want to start working out, what I always recommend is just do the bro split. You know, one body part a week. Let your body and your muscles get used to that, and then you can go into more frequency, more volume as your recovery system adapts. You're not sore anymore from training, or you hit a plateau. So start slow, start with a low amount of volume, a low frequency, and increase that as you get more experienced.
What's up, Nick? I want to know how can I get bigger?
How to get a bigger following on Instagram. I'm sure this is a question a lot of people get, and I get a lot of emails asking myself how to get more followers on Instagram, how to get a bigger follower on YouTube or social media. The thing is, value in content. Put out good content. So I know when I first started, I was just trying to get content out there, a lot of it. It wasn't exactly quality stuff, and my following wasn't as strong. When I started really focusing on putting more quality content out there and adding value, like real value, not stuff that I just thought people should hear or could hear, but things that people needed to hear, that's when my following really started to increase.
Nick, it's Kenny from New Jersey. Just started watching your videos about a month ago. I got one question. What did you first start lifting, and how many days a week could you lift when you first started?
When I first started lifting, it was in high school. There wasn't much programming or organization to it, no structure. It was kind of, I would just go in, I wouldn't hit legs at all. It'd be like a back day, an arm day, a chest day, a shoulder day, repeat. And I would lift like 5 days a week. And I wouldn't have like a structure. Like I said, I would just, hit those workouts and then keep rotating between those. It wasn't until, I made progress, obviously, just from having time under tension and breaking down muscle fibers and growth. But it wasn't until I actually built a program, a block, had some sort of structure, and recorded my training in a log that I started making real progress in dense muscle. And then when I started incorporating the compound movements into my programming and use them effectively and efficiently, that's when I saw the most benefit.
Hey Bear, I was just wondering if any of your products help with erectile dysfunction.
That's my buddy Ryan, he's a Marine. Alright guys, so that wraps up the questions. Heading home, I'm gonna hit arms now. I have like a crazy sugar high from those donuts. Alright guys, so right now it's like 9 p.m. I'm just gonna train arms. So I'm gonna do probably 4 exercises for biceps, 4 sets each, like 16 sets. It'll probably take me like an hour to work out. I'm just gonna take it slow. I got Dave here, he's gonna film some clips for me. But I'm starting to realize like this is the best time for me to train on the weekends. I like training in the morning because it's convenient. I can get a lot done during the day. But like my energy levels are the highest in the evening. I get a few meals in me, I'm productive during the day. So like when I'm running my own business, I'm working on my own, this is gonna be my prime time to train every day. So I really wanted to go to the LA Fit Expo this year. I really wanted to. I thought it was a good place to build my business, my brand. And Brian Turner hit me up a few months ago asking me to be part of the YouTube house. and it was such a good opportunity. But as the time got closer, I knew this deployment was possible, so I didn't want to commit to anything knowing, I might not be able to make it, and here we are. So my plans for the deployment, fitness-wise, my personal goals, I'm going to continue this bulk as long as possible, and then when I get back from deployment, I'm back in Texas, I'm going to transition from my bulk back into my cut, getting ready for a show. I don't have a show picked out quite yet. I mean, as I get closer, that's something I'll start looking for. But I want to put on as much size, as much weight as possible in the meantime, because my job when I'm over there might transition out of being a platoon leader into something else. And as that changes, I'll be talking about it on the channel. So I'll have a few more videos up while I'm still in the United States before I leave the country. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Thanks for being so supportive. I will talk to you guys in the next video.